We are talking about what I call the Ageless Skin Diet, and why I believe it's one of the biggest reasons why my skin doesn't look 46. If you want a younger looking skin, you don't have to make your routine more complicated. You just have to understand one thing. Your skin has nutritional needs, just like every other organ in your body. That's why I created the Ageless Skin Diet, because I don't think the best anti-aging routine starts with skincare. I believe it starts with what we feed our skin every single day. The Ageless Skin Diet covers the 9 things your skin actually needs. And the last one surprises almost everyone, unless you're a close friend of mine, because it has nothing to do with supplements or vitamins. Today I'm going to show you exactly what I eat in a day. And as we go, I will show you how each meal checks off one or several of those 9 needs. Every single thing I eat today has one job: to give my skin something it needs to stay healthy and young looking. By the end of this video, you're going to know all these 9 needs and exactly how to build your own ageless skin diet. Let's start with breakfast. Nothing on my breakfast plate is here by accident. And here's how I prepare it. It's very quick. I take a pan, spray some olive oil, then I take a handful of spinach and put it in the pan. Spinach is one of the easiest ways I have found to get vitamin A and collagen support without putting too much thought into it. Plus, it's so fast to cook spinach. Then I crack 1 or 2 eggs right over the spinach. Eggs are packed with protein and nutrients that my skin needs to build collagen. Then I sprinkle a little bit of cheese, mozzarella, parmesan, or some feta cheese, and I scramble everything right there in the pan. Then I put it on a plate next to some avocado for healthy fats and calm skin. I add about half a cup of whole milk cottage cheese. I throw in about 5 grape tomatoes for vitamin C. Oh, and I always laugh because I can never finish a whole cucumber. Half goes on my breakfast plate, and I know the other half will be waiting for me when it's lunchtime. Cucumber is hydration. The same with red bell pepper. I cut a wedge for breakfast. It's packed with vitamin C and collagen support, and I save the rest for later. To finish off my breakfast, I top the cottage cheese with a handful of blueberries rich in antioxidants and collagen support. Then I sprinkle a few pumpkin seeds. They support my skin barrier and promote calm skin. And this is my breakfast. What is so amazing, I have found foods that I love, and just this one plate covers almost every nutritional need already that my skin needs to stay young looking. But lunch is where that 9th need shows up, and I have a feeling some of you might disagree with me. Lunch is the meal that surprises people the most because it's built around sardines. Some people have an aversion to it. To me, you're one of my favorite foods to eat. I sometimes tell my boyfriend I can live off sardines and beef liver. Lunch is the same trick as breakfast. It starts with a handful of spinach, which I put on my plate. Remember, spinach packed with vitamin A and collagen support. Then I empty the can of sardines right over the spinach. Sardines are amazing for collagen support. I cut a lemon in half. I give it a couple of squeezes right over the sardines. Lemons are amazing for vitamin C and collagen support. And then I save the rest of the lemon for later. Growing up under communism and with shortages, I do not like to waste food. I sprinkle some pumpkin seeds over it, amazing for skin barrier and calm skin. And of course, that same red bell pepper at breakfast is coming back at lunch. Another wedge, more vitamin C, more collagen support. I add the second half of my morning cucumber, great for hydration. Just like breakfast, notice nothing on this plate is here by accident. And then I add a slice of organic sourdough bread. If you know anything about Romanians, we grew up eating bread with almost everything. So giving up bread was never going to be realistic for me. I buy this organic sourdough bread at my local farmer's market. It actually comes from a Romanian baker. Shouldn't surprise me. We Romanians know our bread. I want us to talk about the 9th need category. The longer I have done the Ageless Skin Diet, I become more convinced that the 9th category is the reason I have been able to eat like this for years. I call the 9th need cozy. The foods that make healthy eating comforting enough that you can happily keep doing it for years. For me, is a yummy slice of sourdough bread. It warms my heart and makes my meal complete. For someone else, it might be a piece of dark chocolate or your grandma's favorite soup. Every healthy diet needs a little room for comfort. That's what makes it sustainable. And that's my lunch: sardines, spinach, bread, zero guilt. Let's get into my snacks. Through the day, I need snacks. I dance 4 to 6 times a week. I do Pilates twice a week, so I get very hungry. I need to eat very often. I like to keep a small bowl of strawberries on my kitchen counter so I can just grab a couple here and there. Strawberries are vitamin C, hydration, and collagen support. If I open my fridge, I can easily find some carrot sticks. They check off vitamin A. On my kitchen counter, I always have a container with unsalted almonds. They support my skin barrier, and a box of dates. Every day I have a date. You're great for antioxidants and they satisfy my sugar cravings. Now let's finish the day with one of the easiest but yummiest foods I make. I take boring chicken breast and make it into something very yummy. If you ever come over to my house for dinner, this is what you and I would be eating together: Mediterranean spiced chicken. This is how I start dinner. Ideally, I marinate the chicken the night before. I wash the chicken. Oh, by the way, my boyfriend and I have an ongoing debate. Are you supposed to wash the chicken, or you're not supposed to wash the chicken, or any other meat you're cooking? I say, of course you're supposed to wash the chicken. It's dirty, it's from the store. You're supposed to wash it. He says you're not supposed to wash it because you're spreading some sort of bacteria. I don't know. I always wash the meat, but which one is it? I asked some of my friends at the Bible study. Half of them said you're supposed to wash the chicken. Half said no. More confused than ever. I wash my chicken. I put salt and pepper on it, leave it to the side. Then in a bowl, I add olive oil, some bone broth, great for collagen support, and a bunch of spices. And remember the lemon from lunch? I take it out. I squeeze a bunch of the juice in that bowl with the spices and mix it all up. Then I add the chicken to the bowl, mix it all together, cover it, and put it in the refrigerator to marinate at least 4 hours. Overnight, it's best. Right before dinner, I take the chicken out and I cook it in the pan. Then I add some black rice. I cook it in the rice cooker with bone broth, great for collagen support. These days, one of my favorite salads is cabbage salad. It's yummy and easy and quick to make. I chop up the cabbage, add it to the bowl. I put some salt, pepper, thyme, olive oil, and then I finish up the lemon from lunch. I squeeze it all there, and finally I toss the lemon. Quickly, I also make some roasted sweet potatoes and roasted carrots. I wash the sweet potatoes, cut them lengthwise, put them face down on the baking sheet. I wash my carrots, cut them into thicker slices, and lay the slices on the same baking sheet. I spray everything with olive oil, put salt and pepper, and roast them in the oven. The sweet potatoes and the carrots give me vitamin A. Chicken, black rice, roasted sweet potatoes and carrots, and the cabbage salad. This plate makes me feel so satisfied with dinner and makes me feel like I've took care of myself. I finish dinner with an orange for dessert, vitamin C, and collagen. About an hour after dinner, I like to sip on 4 to 8 ounces of bone broth, collagen support. And then, once I'm ready for bed, I make myself a hot tea. I love sugar, but for some reason, I don't love sugar in my tea. So I always drink it with no sugar and always caffeine-free. But it's really not about the tea itself. It's about that experience and a promise I made to myself to always stop working by 10 p.m. at night and reward myself with a cup of hot tea which relaxes my body as I fall asleep. This is cozy again, showing up naturally right at the end of the day. People ask me all the time, what's the secret? I always wish I had one magic answer, but I don't. That's the answer. Not one perfect meal, not one perfect day. Just giving my skin what it needs. Checking off those 9 nutritional needs over and over again until it becomes the way you live. That's the Ageless Skin Diet. If you want to slow down aging even further, I have a video breaking down the anti-aging supplements I take every day. I'm linking it right here. And if you want to go deeper into my entire anti-aging lifestyle, I have an entire playlist teaching you how to look 10 years younger. I will see you in the next video.